wondering when you'd show up.
Not that I'm a stalker or anything.
I totally saw you heading my way.
So, what's on your mind?
You miss me?
Right to the point, huh? That group you're talking about is run by this gal named Meg.
I saw him head in about the same time as those other folks at Spruce Knob.
If you want to talk to Meg, you gotta get on her
Good side, and I'm pretty sure I can swing it.
Meg thinks she's pretty tough since she ran off on Margie.
She wasn't even around to see the end of it all.
Bet she's loving the fact that they bailed at the perfect time.
So she's bound to be way up on her high horse right about now.
Just a couple of hard-working losers.
You know, the kind we like to refer to as suckers.
They're giving Spruce Knob a real makeover, too.
Putting up walls, rearranging furniture. That's a prime target if you ask me.
I thought you'd never ask. First, a peace offering.
David had a trophy as a symbol of his leadership. You get that into Meg's hands, it's like passing the torch, right?
Next, I'm gonna draw her ass out here with an
Extra special broadcast.
Problem is,
I need to access some old memory banks that David sealed off.
he was an emotional guy.
I get it, but I need you to find his original program, which I'm pretty sure he stashed at Rosalind's memorial.
Surprised?
Sure, he may have killed and maimed a few people, but that doesn't mean he ain't got feelings.
I'm pretty sure that's how this whole
Memorial thing came about.
just some old thing
Rosalind made for David when they made him leader.
You know, sappy romantic stuff.
Ever since then, it's been like his own symbol of power.
Yeah, about that.
David sort of didn't want anyone to know about the memorial.
He thought the others would think he'd gone
Soft, and well, he probably wasn't wrong.
So, hope you like playing detective. You gotta get to David's room, get the trophy,
And then find something that'll tell you where that memorial is.
I ain't saying you'll have to trash the place,
But you may have to trash the place.
easy peasy, right? Nah, not high up on my list of things to do.
I'm just here to keep 'em coming.
Besides, I'm cutthroat for life.
And I got my little buddy here to keep me company.
This'll always be home.
I can't leave top of the world. That'd be like betraying David, and we both know that'll never happen.
Also, I may have pissed off
Meg once or twice back in the day. I mean, probably more, but who's counting, right?
Besides, I got the best view in town.
And I'm pretty sure that white crap blowing around in the valley would be hell on my filters.
Doubtful.
Meg's probably keen on carving out her own territory, and the crater does look pretty sweet, minus all that powdery white crap.
This'll always be cutthroat territory to her
Anyway, no one wants a hand-me-down.
Well, duh.
I mean, when it comes to being a raider, I'm sort of the best there is, so that's a no-brainer.
Lead? No way!
Just thinking about that responsibility makes me twitch.
I got the band back together to watch.
Not to manage the tour.
Plus, now that they're pouring in,
You can bet Appalachia just got a whole lot more entertaining. And I got the best seat in the house.
back to business. Just how I like it.
Ready to hop on that trophy and AI program?
Ha! I knew I could count on you.
And I swear, this will work. The shack alone will have Meg come looking around.
Not us.
So that's where he's been hiding it.
And that memorial ain't too shabby, especially since it's David we're talking about here.
So now you'll have to repair that holotape,
And there's only one place I can think of that may still have a functioning terminal to do it.
it's out at Solomon's Pond.
I know. You're thinking, what's tech like that doing out at such a cutesy little wilderness place?
Let's just say some
Seriously intrusive operations went down there, so I'm pretty sure it's got just what we need. That's when I was starting to get bored, too. Hope you managed to repair that old holotape.
As usual, so reliable.
I love it.
I gotta admit, I got some pretty mixed
Feelings on tapping into all these blocked files.
On one hand, I'm sure David had his reasons for cutting me off. On the other, I'm pretty sure this would be a whole new world of entertainment for me. You know, you're right. I definitely deserve to know. Now, just give me a second. Bleep, bloop, blorp, I'm a computer.
Oh my god! Talk about some serious drama here. This is some depressing shit.
I mean, I knew David never got to say goodbye,
But he really did hide what he went through.
like a soap opera on overdrive.
You know, boring stuff that no one cares about.
David was an interesting guy.
He loved his wife and kids as much as he loved Rosalind, so losing them in the war wasn't easy.
Rosalind helped him through that, so when he lost her,
That was just about the end of the world for him.
by creating a yours truly, of course.
Oh, and blowing the shit out of the Summersville Dam. Who doesn't love some good old-fashioned revenge, right?
Obviously, he talked about it with me.
Silly. He just didn't want me to remember, so blocked off all those memories.
That's why I needed that program, to access those
Sealed-off conversations.
Okay, moving right along. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah,
The plan.
let me just run some filters.
Little arts and crafts and... Are you kidding me? All this data and I don't have the one word I was looking for? Okay, hate to break it to you, but I need you to go back out there and find me just one more itsy-titsy-witsy holotape.
Best bet is Arctos Pharma,
David's old corporate stooge job. I need you to find me a holotape with David saying the word negotiate.
Yep, no negotiate, no
Compromise. It was his way or the highway.
It's part of what made him such a badass leader. Just using my amazing skills to put together a little broadcast for Meg with David's voice. If she thinks there's even a chance that David's still alive,
I guarantee she'll come running.
not because she likes him or anything.
Ugh, gross. But if David pulled through and she bailed, she knows he'll be out for her.
My hero. Now get out there and
Don't get yourself killed.
did I just say that?
It makes me feel like a mom.
Alright, folks, these terms are ridiculous. Absurd, even. I'm not signing until we see at least 80% profit.
These terms are perfectly reasonable. Since when are environmental laws and fair wages ridiculous and absurd?
Since they take away 30% of the profits we're set to gain, Lawrence. You can talk to me about fair wages when you give up your bonus.
Come on, David. We need to wrap up this deal. Our partners are getting impatient. There has to be room for negotiation here.
I'll be the one who says when it's time to negotiate here. Our partners are only impatient because they need this deal more than us. They just hope we don't realize it. Now go back to your desks and figure out how to get me that 80%, or I'll find someone else who can.
Alright, time to finish this little pet project. Ooh, I gotta admit, I don't have many files on David and Rosalind talking about their pre-Raider days, so this'll be pretty interesting. I'll just give it a quick listen. Yep, sounds like David alright.
Ruthless even then.
Getting back to business, a little slice and dice, some audio love, and voila! Mission accomplished. All you gotta do now is take a quick trip to the nearby relay tower and set up a new transmitter to get this bad boy broadcasting. Look, I need a new transmitter hooked up. I ain't gonna sacrifice my own signal just so you can get some FaceTime with Meg. Oh, just using a holotape to set up a new connection so I can transmit this message. Nothing fancy. Oh yeah, I heard that old Duchess lady's radio signal start up a while back. I should have known that was you. Here's the program you'll need to run at the relay tower. Just load it up and follow directions. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this, really. And here, as a token of my gratitude, you can have this old holotape back as a souvenir.
Remote transmitter connected. Beginning recorded message loop.
Hey, Meg, listen up. I'm David fucking Thorpe. Get your ass over here. Top of the world is where it's at. Mezzanine. It's time to negotiate, or I will kill every last one of you. Hey, Meg, listen up.
Broadcast loop confirmed. Congratulations. Your transmitter is now connected.
Is that great or what? Anyway, confession time. Sure, I could have got Meg out here lickety-split. I mean, don't get me wrong, she really ain't my biggest fan. But believe me, this broadcast way more fun. Now, you probably want to haul ass back to the mez, because something down there's making all the racket, and you're gonna want that place nice and tidy for when Meg shows up.
Never believe it when someone says it's a quick job.
The hell is this?
Only quick
Where's
jobs
Thorpe?
are when you kill first and ask questions later. That's not Meg's way.
Wait, you mean to tell me David ain't even here? You got that old diaper pail on your side? So who the hell are you? Don't tell me you're one of those worthless settlers. If you are, well then, this conversation's over. Because you're trespassing, and we don't take kindly to criminals. Holy shit, a vault dweller! Even better. You come scurrying out of your little cubby hole, and you think you can start making demands? Think again. Excuse me. Boy, you got some fire in you, I'll give you that. And maybe we might owe you that. So, 7-6. What's this all about? David's trophy, huh? Wow, it must be dead. Return tail if you've managed to get your hands on it. Huh. I take it this means you recognize me as leader around here. Smart. Looks like you got yourself a brain after all. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll spare you a minute to tell me what you want before I get back to retaking Appalachia. We left to survive. And if you hadn't noticed, it was the right choice. You can't just claim everything for yourselves just because we stepped out. You don't get to talk to me about that. We lost everything to that disease while you were all sitting pretty underground. Inoculation? That's just some bullshit the responders made up to sucker the weak out of their supplies. Didn't fall for it then. Sure as shit ain't falling for it now. Efficacy, huh? Maybe you do know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I got my own straight-line solution. Kill 'em all. Got a raid against a group of Scorch going down right now. Why don't you head on over? See a real plan in action. What are you talking about? Yeah, so we might lose a couple people. So what? We got numbers. Man. Shit, you're right. Just repeating the same mistakes. Okay, forget the raid. I'll get someone to call them home. You just work on that inoculation. Don't make me regret this, 7-6.
You want to survive, you do what you gotta do.